Hello humans, it's just Martine. Last semester I did study with me's all the time, but I ran into an issue when I was filming my first study with me this semester, and that was that I had a lot more textbook reading than I had last semester. Last semester I was barely taking any psychology classes. Out of all my classes, the only one normal class, like not research or whatever, that I was taking that had the most reading was my one psychology class. Now I'm in all psychology classes this semester, back at it. I took a semester off and basically forgot what it was like to have so much textbook reading. Here I am, and this week I wanted to walk you through what a normal week of textbook readings looks like for me as a forensic psych major taking all psychology classes this semester. It's hard to say whether this is the average amount of reading. For one, yes, I do all my textbook readings. My teachers quiz us sometimes on them. I feel behind in class if I haven't done them. It's not like I'm sitting here taking notes on all of my readings. I just read them and try to move on with my life so that I can get that brief overview of the concept and move on. I also don't know how this is compared to other people. One, because I am taking a full load of psychology classes, and that's kind of abnormal. Usually at least you have one non-psychology class, but also I'm in a couple of classes that like not everyone would take. Like I'm taking my thesis hours this semester to start my undergrad thesis that involves a lot of literature reviewing and stuff that maybe people who aren't in their thesis wouldn't be doing. So I'm just gonna show you what it's been like for me recently. It's Monday afternoon, and I did all of my Monday readings because I've already had 2 of my 3 classes, except for that I didn't finish my advocacy reading. I still have like 20 pages left. I even read 10 pages of it this morning. The chapters in this textbook are so long. They're 40 pages each, pretty much, on the standard, and this is what a page looks like generally. So I need to finish this before I go to class, or at least finish most of it before I go to class in about an hour. Yeah, and then I'll show you as I do my readings to prepare for Wednesday and all my other stuff, and then how I'm preparing for next week and stuff. So welcome to the video. It's reading related, but it's also not. You're welcome. I wonder on days when I do textbook reading why I end up not getting much done, and it's because today I only have 2 chapters of reading to do to prepare for my classes tomorrow, but that sure is a total of 70 pages. It's almost noon. I have an interview at 1 today, but for right now I'm going to be reading chapter 4 from my memory textbook. It's all about working memory. It should be pretty fascinating. And then later this afternoon I'll be starting right where I stopped yesterday and reading chapter 13 from my advocacy textbook, which is all about victims in the 21st century, alternative directions. The chapter I was reading yesterday from this was about repaying victims. Good stuff. Let's get to reading. Back from my interview, let's read the last third-ish of the chapter. Here I am at night at around 7:50 trying to read some of my textbook. I might finish this chapter tomorrow, but I need to make a little more progress tonight, so Sleepy Martine out. It's Thursday afternoon, which means it's the start of my process for getting ready for everything that's due on Monday, which includes readings for all my Monday classes. So one of my Monday classes doesn't have any readings this week because instead I have an exam. That's my advocacy class, which thank goodness, because these textbook chapters are so long. Instead, I have a chapter for legal psych and a chapter for memory. For right now, I'm just going to focus on my legal psych chapter. This chapter 5, is about eyewitnesses to crimes. It's a little more than 20 pages, so really not too bad. Although I would say that some of the pages have quite a few words. That's fine. We're just getting started. I'm probably going to pace around while I read a few minutes, get back to the writing I was doing, and then flip like that, because I didn't even try to put this reading on my to-do list today. I didn't want a to-do list that was too overwhelming, so this counts as extra, and that's how I'm trying to motivate myself to do it. So let's get after it. Yesterday, among all the other things that I was doing, I read my legal psych chapter, like I told you I would focus on, and today the chapter that I would like to do is my memory chapter. So let's take a peek how long she is. This is chapter 6, episodic memory, organizing and remembering. Fun stuff. Oh, we're going on for quite a while. Okay. All right, like almost 40 pages, which is way longer than these chapters usually are by like 10 pages. So that's funky, fun, and fresh. Also, I don't know why I flipped when there's a table of contents for each chapter that tells me the page numbers, but that's going to be part of today. Among all the other things I'm doing, just take it 1 page at a time. That's what I have to tell myself. Like, you don't have to sit here and read 40 pages at once. Just take it one page at a time. Take everything one page at a time. One really big pro tip for me for textbook reading is this. This is a highlight strip. You can buy them lots of places. But basically what it does is you put it over the words and it helps you focus on the words that you're actually reading. This helps me read my textbooks a lot faster. I don't always do it, but when I do, it always works. I love this thing. It's so simple, but I love it. It's the end of the following week and I'm just ending off this video for you so I can get it up and you can watch it. So basically, I was reflecting, I was watching through the footage that I have, and the conclusion I came to is that in the course of this video, I read 160 pages of textbook material. That week, I didn't happen to be reading any articles for either my thesis or honors seminar, so I didn't have that, and I was preparing for a test in advocacy, so I also didn't have a Monday chapter for that. So in reality, if I had not had an advocacy test, that would have been closer to about 200 pages a week, maybe throw in a little extra for honor seminar and thesis. Like just today, as I'm recording this, I've already read almost 30 pages of articles for my thesis. So all of that aside, every week is going to look different, but I just wanted to show a general overview of what a week of college readings looks like for me, my full psychology course load. It's a lot. I'm glad I read quickly, and I'm glad that somewhere along my journey, my first semester freshman year, I stopped taking notes while reading these before class because that was actually a huge waste of my time. Yeah, if you like this, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if you're in college. Do you do textbook readings? I know for most like STEM majors, textbook readings are not a thing. The textbooks are basically unreadable. If you're not, how much nonfiction reading do you typically do? And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye.